Dahil sa magandang pagtingin ng iba't ibang world bodies sa paglago ng ekonomiya ng bansa, makakausap natin muli ang chairman ng National Competitiveness Council na si Ginoong Bill Luz. Magandang hapon po, sir.
Hello, good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon po. Nais lang po namin itanong, ano po ang kahalagahan ng pagtaas ng World Bank sa growth forecast nito sa Pilipinas?
Well, actually, lahat yung forecasters have upgraded their forecast for the Philippines now. So World Bank, ADB, pati private forecasters. So I think that's a recognition that the country, the economy is on a growth path, no? In spite of the problems in the region. Malakas ang economy, and I think it's being recognized by the world community.
Ano naman po kaya yung mga dahilan sa pagtaas po ng forecast na ito para sa ating bansa?
Well, I think they've seen malakas ang domestic demand because the export market is only moderately strong. They're seeing resilience, they're seeing more investor activity and interest in the Philippines. Malakas din ang government spending in terms of infrastructure. So at least they see all the other parts on the domestic side moving strong.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Luz. This is Sandro Hermosa po. I'd like
Good
to ask,
afternoon.
we are aware naman po na during the election time, the spending is, it increases po a lot more. Tapos, how do you think po this could help in further growing our GDP and other economic factors that the other countries have seen with us?
Well, two things will happen with the elections next year, no? First of all, election spending almost always helps the economy because of all the money that gets circulated in the local economy. But we will see the bulk of that next year pa sa 2013, hindi sa 2012, no? And then number two, there's an election spending ban for infrastructure 60 days before election. So that will be around March. So the government will front-load the public spending. They need to accelerate between today and March 13, the approval of the contracts. That's good for the economy also because that means that the contracts, especially public works contracts, they will start early and they will be in full swing during the dry season. So maganda ho yun for the economy.
Chairman, in layman's terms po, paano po ito makaka-apekto sa ordinaryong mamamayan?
Well, better infrastructure for sure, no? Better services, and with all the politicians running, remember it's half the Senate, buong Kongreso, and all local officials. So sa lahat ng spending, imagine they'll be spending all over the country. They will be needing lots of services. They'll be spending on campaigns. They'll be spending on their printing and collaterals. So everybody, a lot of people will benefit from that spending, and that has a bit of an employment, temporary employment surge, no? Because the politicians will have to hire people to help them in their campaign. So I think people will feel the impact of this campaign. And judging from the excitement of the candidates, siguro a lot of people should feel the impact of the campaign spending and the campaign activity.
Okay, gusto lang po namin makuha yung sa inyo dito, no? Kasi bahagyang bumaba po ang growth forecast para sa ibang bansa sa East Asia and the Pacific ngayong 2012. Ano po ang maaaring maging dahilan nito?
Sorry, could you repeat the question? It's coming in choppy.
Po? Gusto lang po namin...
Repeat lang kasi,
Opo. Ito po, bahagyang bumaba po kasi yung growth forecast para sa ibang bansa sa East Asia and Pacific ngayong 2012. Ano po yung maaaring maging dahilan nito?
Well, you know, different countries have a different economic profile with respect to where they trade, where their products go, where they export, where they import, where their investors come from. For the other countries na heavily, say, export-dependent on certain products, if the market drops, then syempre they will feel the impact in a big way. For the Philippines, we also feel the impact, no? Let's say electronics exports might slow down a little bit or flatten, but our other exports are growing, and we also have service exports, no? Yung mga BPO, which is growing. So we have an offset factor. If we go slow in one area, we go strong in another area. And we also have a lot of remittances, bigger than most countries, no? Among the largest, I think, in the world relative to the economy. So, malakas pa rin ang remittances from OFW, so that also helps our economy. So we have other balancing factors, plus good, strong domestic spending and domestic consumption.
Alright, Chairman, panghuling katanungan na lang po. Base po sa competitiveness, ano po ang maasahan natin para sa Pilipinas sa malapit na hinaharap?
Well, I think you can expect the country to become stronger in the next year because we have focused on our targets. Lahat itong targets, they have been allocated to the different government agencies. Lahat yung government agencies na yun, they have accepted the targets and are committed to working on the targets. So I think next we will see more improvement in the long term. In the short term, we're still having a little problem with bureaucratic processes. But if we fix those processes, in the next 12 months, you will see improvement in 12 months. Maybe you won't see it in the next few weeks, but in the next 12 months, I can assure you that we're working very hard to bring some results.
Okay, maraming salamat po sa inyong panahon, Chairman Bill Luz.
Okay, maraming salamat po.